Hey guys, and welcome to today's yoga. Today's yoga is to boost your confidence, so grab your mat and let's get started. Let's start out in child's pose, coming onto the knees and bringing your seat to your feet with the big toes to touch. Take a big inhale and exhale, walk the hands forward, bringing your forehead to the mat. And when you get there, bring your hands into prayer and bring them behind your head, fingertips facing towards your seat. And take a few breaths here. Now let's slowly come up and let's push back into our downward facing dog, curling the toes under, planting the hands, and pushing that seat towards the sky. Now let's come into a low lunge, bringing the right foot in between the hands. Take a few breaths here. Now let's do a little bit of a twist here, hooking the left elbow on the right knee, bringing your hands into prayer. Take 2 deep breaths here. Now let's push back into our downward facing dog. Take 1 big breath. Now let's do low lunge on the other side, bringing the left foot in between the hands and taking a few breaths here. Now let's come into that twist, hooking the right elbow on the left knee and hands at prayer. Take 2 big deep breaths. Slowly push back into your down dog and start pedaling out the feet. Now let's come into forearm plank, coming onto your forearms, keeping the toes curled under and flattening out your back. Keep breathing. We're not going to stay here too long. Three, two, one. Release And walk your hands towards your feet, coming into a yogi squat. So bringing the seat close to the mat, but not touching the mat. With your toes pointing out, bringing the elbows in between the knees and hands at prayer. Just stay here for a few breaths. Let's slowly come to sit on our mat. And let's come into mermaid pose. So bring your right foot in, hugging it close to your body. And bring the left toes up, keeping the left knee on the ground. And hooking your left foot in the inner part of the left arm. And clasp your hands, keeping your elbows up straight. Take a few breaths here. Slowly come out, and let's set up for the other side. Bring the left foot in, and bring the right toes pointing towards the ceiling, and grab a hold of them with the inside of your right arm. Clasp your hands and keep both elbows pointing out, and take a few breaths here. Slowly release. And let's come into a little side plank here. Let's come onto the forearm, starting on the right side. And push those hips towards the ceiling. Trying to keep a nice straight line here with your body. Three, 2, 1. Come into a quick child's pose. Now let's do a side plank on the left side, coming onto the forearm. And push those hips up and keep breathing through this. Three, 2, 1. Come to lay on your stomach, resting your forehead on your hands. Just take 2 deep breaths here. Now plant your hands on the mat and push yourself up into up dog, keeping the thighs and the knees off of the mat. Mini back bend here. Keep breathing. Release it all. And come to roll over, coming back onto your seat. And let's take a boat pose variation, bending the knees, bringing the feet off the mat, and fingertips pointing out towards the feet. Keep a tall spine, nice and confident here. If you would like, you could do a little variation here and tap the toes one at a time. Right toe down, back up, left toe down, back up. Wherever you are, let's release. And let's come into a seated twist. Bring the right leg long and bring the left foot to the ground, crossing over your right leg with the left knee pointing towards the ceiling. Take a big inhale and exhale. Twist to the left, looking over the left shoulder. And just breathe here. Inhale back to center, and let's switch sides. Bringing the left leg long and planting the right foot over the left. Take a big inhale. Exhale, twist to the right, looking over your right shoulder. Slowly come back to center. And let's come into butterfly fold here. Bringing the feet together with the knees pointing to each side of the yoga mat. Take a big inhale, tall spine. Exhale, fold over, letting the neck hang heavy. Slowly come out, and let's come down on our backs. Let's come into bridge pose, planting the feet with the knees pointing towards the ceiling. Take a big inhale. Exhale, push those hips towards the sky, and shuffle the shoulders together to clasp hands underneath your seat. And take a few breaths here. Slowly release. And let's come into banana pose. Bringing the hips to the right side of the mat. with the arms long and the legs long, bringing the hands to the left side of the mat and the feet to the left side of the mat, mimicking a banana. You could cross your right ankle over the left for a little bit more of a stretch here. Just melt into this pose. Slowly come back to center, and let's switch sides, bringing your hips to the left side of the mat, bringing the arms and the feet to the right side, bringing that left ankle over the right, and just melt into this pose here. Slowly come out. And let's come into our final resting pose. Bring the legs long and the arms alongside you. Close the eyes. Take a few breaths. Just notice how your body's feeling now. Notice how your mind is feeling. A quote by Norman Vincent Peale: "Believe in yourself, have faith in your abilities. Without a humble but reasonable confidence in your own powers, you cannot be successful or happy." Keep this quote in your back pocket anytime you need to hear it. You could stay here as long as you'd like. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.